This is a follow-up to the show I just did. I have a thought that I wanted to give because I think it's important. As far as the my qualifications to talk about metaphysics, I'm not that I'm an expert, but just explain why I think about it the way I do. And there's a follow-up thought I wanted to give to this, and I think it's important. People who are, you look at, okay, what's the show with Sheldon?
Big Bang Theory.
Huh?
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. Do they, think, Sheldon, oh my God, would Sheldon ever think of, God or a supreme being is, doing, I personally, I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong, but, people of his kind, do they ever think of that? And I can tell you, um, from personal experience, class I've been and people I've worked with and this and that type of thing, yeah, they do. As far as, and a lot of it comes from when they went through their training. They don't, it's not something they publicly talk about. It's really very private. And, for most of us, our personal beliefs are private and we share them only with ourselves or our very, our close loved ones. I think you will find that most, and I have to emphasize the word most, scientists and engineers and that type of thing, and mathematicians, when they took that look when they were studying all this stuff too, and they were realized this just didn't come, come on, this kind of order doesn't just happen. There had to be some driving force, something behind it. When I remember it was back in the, I forget what year it was when they first talked about the big, the show, the Big Bang Theory. Um, Scientists came up with this as the best explanation is where the universe came from, and it's basically mathematically been proven that this is did indeed happen. Well, nothing smacks of a supreme being more than that. I mean, but they hate to say that they won't admit it for many of them. But I mean, all the mass in the universe today did not just happen to be at a point of singularity because they wanted to. No, something happened. Something made it happen. Now, what that is, who did it, what did it, I can't say, you can't say, no one can say with absolute surety. But something, logic dictates there was a driving force, some thought behind it. Um, that's often the case. You got to look at it and say, man, there had to be some reason this happened. Uh, in all my when I've studied physiology, when I studied especially when I studied the cell, and the chemical reactions that happen inside every one of the trillions of cells in your body every single day is just complex beyond belief. And you mean to tell me this just happened? This just developed? I have a problem with that. When you're when a cell duplicates, it makes a duplicate of your DNA, which alone is um, incredibly complex. And even then, the process it goes through to reproduce DNA, it has a self-checking mechanism in which to make sure that all of um, the components are in the right place in the right sequence to duplicate your DNA. And if it's not, if there was a mistake made, it gets rejected. Once again, this came into being, this self-checking mechanism all by itself. Now, I can't buy that. I just can't. Now, where this is from, where it came from, wherever, I can guess, I can make conjectures, but I can have no proof. And I like proof. But the whole idea, once again, is just to make you think. You know, so that you think to yourself, gee whiz, he's got a point. Where does this come from? So that's it. It was a follow-up point. I really forgot to say that, and I thought it was important. So once again, like us on Facebook, please, And we will see you very shortly.